Hey YouTube, Contingency Prep. Today I want to talk to you about tech sights for my AK-47. Tech sights is a really good product. I've used it for several years on the AK, and it's quite handy. What tech sights is, and by the way, I am not compensated by them at all. I bought the product online just like you might. Tech sights incorporates a AR style sight onto an AK. Basically, one of the things I've never liked about the AK is the sight radius. Sight radius is the distance from the rear sight to the front sight. Now, as you may or may not know, the stock rear sight is located about here on the AK-47. What that means is less accuracy and longer time for target acquisition, sight acquisition and target acquisition when you're bringing the rifle to bear. With the tech sights, you're provided with basically the exact same thing as the old A1 sights, which is the type that is adjustable by putting a nail head in and moving the dial around. You have a close range and a far range set of sights. To put this on, when they send it to you, they send a new top cover that fits with the sights. There is also some alteration to your operating rod, spring recoil rod, which you may or may not have to make according to which one is in your AK. They have all that available. Total time for installation is about 5 minutes. That's it. You may have to do a little bit of filing depending on your particular AK. I've installed this on at least 8 AKs of various manufacturers and have not had to file at all. So it works really good. The only thing that I really don't particularly care for, and it's just a change of doing things, taking off your top cover on the AK is quite easy on a stock AK. You merely depress the button in the back and pull it up and out. With this, you've got 2 side pins on the side of the top cover, and you've got to actually use a cleaning rod or a nail to depress them and then pull it up and out and work it like that. It's kind of a pain in the neck, but other than that, very impressed with it overall. While I'm on the subject, some things that I like, look for, or modify an AK just to my particular preferences. Number one, let me tell you about removing the rear sight. This will come with, when you buy the tech sight, it will come with instructions on removing the rear sight. You do have to follow those instructions closely and be a little bit careful, because the spring for the rear sight is sort of a leaf type spring. If you apply too much pressure to it, you will snap it off and it's done. You won't be able to repair that without welding, I believe. Skipping around a bit, sorry. Back on the AK. Okay. I currently have a standard front sight post. Tech Sights does sell a smaller, or you can buy from Midway or any of the other big places, a finer point front sight post. What I have just received in the mail, and I'm going to put it on, is a Tritium front sight post. The thing that I like about the Tritium front sight post, combined with the tech sights, is you can overcome one of the problems with the AK. One of the problems with the AK is shooting in near darkness with no illumination. For those of you who've been in the military, you know that what they teach you in boot camp is you'll flip your sights to the half position. You'll use the wings of your rear sight to line up with your front sight and shoot in near darkness. With the tech sights on your rifle and the Tritium front sight post, you can readily do that very easily, and that's a factor I like. You can see I've got the wedge on here. I prefer that to the the broom handle style. Reason being is I feel that I can get better torque with this. Additionally, it's an ergonomic factor because if you look at a lot of pictures of guys on patrol or guys on checkpoint who do have the broom handle forend, you will see that when they are tired, their hand winds up in front of or behind that broom handle. Therefore, they have to reacquire their firing grip prior to engaging. So when they're on a long patrol, when they're standing on a checkpoint, they get tired and they stop using that broom handle forend. With the wedge front, it's ergonomically designed so that you can go long term and you've still got that final firing grip. Okay, another one, I do not favor folding type rear stocks. Folding type rear stocks will be folded at most times when you need them unfolded. Think about that for a minute. Out of convenience, out of laziness, they will be folded up and you will not have time to unfold them. With the collapsible stock, similar to the M4, you can, at a minimum, still get the butt into your shoulder and use your sights even in a confined environment such as a vehicle. Okay? Food for thought, in my opinion. The only other modification that I've done to this is I've added the saw grip, the saw pistol grip. What I like about the saw pistol grip is, yes, it's more comfortable, it makes for better shooting to me. It's also got a well, a trapdoor and a well underneath that you can put things in. What would you put in there? Well, my recommendation would be a bore snake. In addition to that, if you use any questionable ammo, any ammo that you do not know the origins of, Pakistani, Egyptian, heavily reloaded reloads, you need to get yourself a broken shell extractor tool. Broken shell extractor tool, wrap it inside your bore snake and put it up in that handle. A weak brass will, in fact, sometimes break off in the chamber, and you are totally out of the fight. You've got to transition to your secondary weapon. Okay, with the broken shell extractor tool, you can insert it as you would another round and extract that broken shell and get back in the fight. When I get mine in, I will show you that more in depth. Thanks for your time. Stay safe.